Hey guys, Ricardo here and welcome to another blog tech tips. Alright, so of course here we have this LCD writing tablet and it's not erasing. So I'll be showing you how to fix this in this video. Stay tuned. Alright guys, so in case you're having the issue as I was mentioning earlier where the tablet is not erasing, let me just point out the problem. So for example, normally you would press this button and it would clear the writing that's on screen. But of course it's not happening. As we said, we're going to show you what to do. Now, first of all, make sure that it's not this button here. Now, this is called the lock button. So if you do not want normally for stuff to be erased, you would have the button to one side. So when you press here, it would not erase. So make sure you try it on both sides. So as you can see, it's not erasing in either direction. All right, so in order to fix this, what we're going to do here, you're going to look at the section here. Now, as you can see here, this is the compartment. There's actually a battery in this device. We're going to remove the battery. All right, so as you can see the back of the device. And to do this, you will need some tools. This one is not really necessary. But of course, you'll need a screwdriver with a very fine tip, a Phillips. All right, and of course, this is using a phone set. And if you can't find one that's this fine, it should be found in any normal set. The finer the better. If you can't, creatively you could use a nail or something with a sharp enough tip with edges to work, hold. So a very fine nail or decently fine nail may be able to do it or something like that. All right, so what we're going to do here is we're going to go ahead and we're going to remove this very fine screw. Alright guys, so if this doesn't work or the finer one doesn't work, I have an even finer one. I have one of these very old Andy sets that has multiple heads, so I have several heads in here. So I've tried to find the super fine one just in case the normal phone size doesn't work. So we're going to try again. So we're going to simply go ahead again and we're going to remove that screw. There you go. So this one is working much better. All right, and the screw comes right out. There you go. It's a super fine screw, and you can see how small it is. It's very, very fine. All right, now what we're going to do now is simply we're going to remove this tab. All right, so with the screw removed, now here's the trick. If you try to lift here, it will not come out. It will be stuck. Do not force it, all right? So the trick is that there is a release mechanism here. Notice the lever. You're going to press up. So once you press up, it should release the mechanism, all right? So there you go. The battery is out. And I'll hold that very close. Let's see if you can read the code. You can always pause and read the code. Sorry, I've turned this upside down. So the code is CR2025. All right, so that's CR2025. So you can pause and read. All right, so we're now going to drain the battery. Alright guys, so it's now cleared, and sorry I didn't catch that section in the video before, but let me just explain what happened. Alright, so first of all, as I said, you're going to remove the battery. So as you can see, it's back up now, and as you can see, it's clearing, and I can even lock it. Alright, so I can actually put it in lock mode. If I put it in lock mode, it's not clear. All right, so it's now fixed. So let me show you exactly what happened. So of course the screw is still out, so I'm just going to remove the battery. So there's some things to learn. The battery is actually used to clear. So based on what I've seen, it requires an electrical charge to clear the screen. All right, so the pen writes passively, and then due to the difference within the tip of the pen and the surface, it creates those beautiful shapes. All right, so the clearing mechanism sends a spark. Now usually this one is about a year old. Within a year it starts to give that issue. All right, so as I said before, you're gonna go ahead and take out the battery. So you notice even without the battery, the screen is still powered, but in order to clear it, you will need an electrical charge, as you can see here. Now a few things can happen. Sometimes the battery is not dead, still has a charge. However, it might have over time, due to your kids tossing it around, it might have shifted. All right, so if it has shifted, it might not clear the screen. So it needs an electrical charge to clear the screen. So the first thing you do, guys, is before you go out and try a battery, go ahead and you're gonna place the battery in. Notice the orientation. All right, so you're gonna go, and I'm gonna put this battery in the description, a link to it. All right, and you're gonna align it as this, or as seen here. You're gonna place it back in. All right, and once you place it back in, go ahead and try to clear. If it doesn't clear, switch to the other side or the toggle and press, and there you go. So that's all I did, and it was fixed. All right, so in case it's still not clearing, it could mean that the battery is dead. All right, so just in case the battery itself is dead, go ahead and you're gonna go into the description, or you can go to your local store. You don't really have to use the description. That's just to support the channel. All right, so as you can see again, you're gonna search for any brand battery. Try a Duracell, that one should last much longer. CR2025. All right, once you get the new one, and even if it still clears the device, please go ahead and get a few backup of these batteries. All right, because it's good to have them on hand, and this tutorial. Also bookmark this tutorial. All right, so once you're finished, or the new one, you're gonna slide it in. All right, there you go. And as we see here, as we said, it doesn't need the battery to write, it needs the battery to clear, as you saw. All right, so this device is now fixed. If you have any questions, please ask them below. And of course, please note that any support to the channel will be appreciated. So if this video was helpful, please leave a comment. All right, so thank you again for everything, guys, and see you in the next one. Ricardo Gardner from Blog Tips, saying bye until next time. Bye.